Show art, live art tonight. Like and sub if you like the content. And feel free to turn the speed up if you're watching this on the playback. Let's see if I got the whole thing in frame here. We're going to do some. Oh, why is it so bumpy? We're going to do some random thing here. All right, there we go. So we got these. This is a Van Gogh pocket box. And I'm going to just start out by activating the colors with just a little bit of water that I'm going to spray on the surface here. And maybe we might just try a little bit of this. We'll just put a little... Hi, Ramon. Welcome. So do you want to come on my Color in the Tarot show sometime? I don't know what I'm doing here. I do know that I need to make some more cards for the store that has my cards for sale, and so we'll just be working on that tonight. I'm going to come here, make a sky, make some sky. All right. Well, you know what? I'll email you. Maybe I have Heather's on Tuesday, and then on Friday, I'm finishing up with Karen on Friday night. Let's see. I think I want to run the energy like this. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Maybe like that. White space. Yeah. Let's see. We'll make... Now I got the paint just pooling up on the surface here. Let me make it... There we go. Seeing how fast we'll do it. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to have you on my show, Ramon. Oh, and I'm going to be reading on Monday on Roots and Wave on her show, doing a card readings, layered card readings with layers, with the layers, doing a layered card readings. Yeah. Yeah, so we can do this like... Well, I'll email you and just throw a few days, times, and stuff out there to see what you can do. This almost just looks like fog in the distance. With that watercolor is just so loose. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go with a little darker one with this ultramarine here. And kind of going to put this color in here. I think that we need to respect the medium that we're working with, and with the knowledge that with watercolor you can do a whole lot by just adding lots of water, right? Yeah. Well, I hope all is well with you. I hope all is well with everyone. I did my some of that bibliomancy things when I started, and I got a good solid number 6 on the page number. That's the addition of all the cards in there, and just yeah, like that. I just like watching your your one where you were using using dice in order to do the whole bibliomancy thing. I thought that was really fascinating. I did comment with my other channel, because that was the one I had, but that's what I had logged on to at that time. Just add some of this red into here. Maybe it'll layer out and to get some more other colors going on. See what it'll do here. Yeah. Fortunately, I'm feeling a little bit tired tonight, so my energy levels are a little on the down low side. There we go. I think I like that. Get some layered effects. All right, let's just mix some water. Mix some sea. But maybe we'll start first by having some... I'm going to just put this in here. Like maybe a sandy beach. Oh, my attempts to tie down this thing onto the floor have completely failed because there's too much pressure here. With the card is coming up off my craft table, and so we're just gonna put this in here, get a color like that, something going on. And we're going to be wanting to do, maybe I'll bring out my other example here. Maybe we'll use this one again. And the colors on here are just a little bit looser. And yeah. Some red on there. I don't know why he chose red in it. I'm not copying this, no. I'm just using references. Some reference colors. Now let's see if we can get some shapes in here that make it look like ocean. I think I'll go with a darker color of this this Prussian blue. Adding that Prussian blue in up here. I really like your show tonight, Ramon, if you're still here, with that whole asking those questions, about your first job and all of that stuff, and then you're drawing cards and kind of talking about that. Was a really good show. Let's see if we are coming in here like this, and we got watering. We kind of get some layers in here. And that Miss Tarot D she's a real, I get a kick out of that lady. That's, I should say that, she reminds me of like my grandmother. There we go. That's not bad. Let's come in with some other colors, though. This is probably not the only one we're going to be doing tonight. Let's add just some more colors in here. Just some loose shapes and I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's all right, right? Sometimes you just don't know what you're doing. Go pull the color down this way. Just some various shades of dark and light. Let's see. It has some depth to it. Let's see if we can put a boat in there. I think maybe we'll work on the skyline just a little bit more. What do you think? A little bit more sky? Maybe some, yeah. What about this burnt sienna? Let's put that over here. Maybe we can add some of that burnt sienna into this. Just kind of in here. We'll kind of layer these colors up a little bit. I don't think that would work too good in the clouds, but it could. It really could, though. All right, but I'm going to come back in and let's do some. So this is a watercolor, just in case you didn't know. Looking in. Of course you knew that. It's right in the title. Ain't it? Watercolor? On a Saturday night? Let's take this white here. I want to make a... Let's take this color, and we're going to just lay this in here. Clear over there. And look how it's kind of picking up that other color, too, and just sort of dragging it along. Yeah. Kind of pulling it in here. I suppose you're not supposed to just take the paint straight out of the tube, but you know, maybe that's just a bad habit that I picked up from painting with the acrylics of doing that. Okay. This is a China white, but it's been kind of disturbed there with a whole bunch of other colors, dirty brushes and everything else. I don't know that it really looks like ocean. Does it look like ocean to you? I think we'll just leave this white spaces in there because maybe that's like clouds, white clouds. Okay, yeah, you convinced me. But we'll do that. But maybe I'm going to take some more of this white and we're going to put it on here to get some layering effects on the clouds. And we'll see what happens here later on, you know, when these colors dry and they just sort of all blend in together. Maybe some more of this up here. Oh, I feel sad tonight. Yeah, kind of sad. You know, growing older sucks, and watching your dog grow older, and the dog grows older, and finding out things from the vet about your dog that you wish you'd never found out. Wondering about your own health and the health of your loved ones. It just kind of just makes me feel sad. Just kind of layer these clouds in. Hopefully, with enough blessings and peace that the use of the paintbrush can help to align yourself into really what's important in life, to what is important. We'll put that in up there. Yeah, I think I like that. I like how I need to move this whole thing a little closer. Shift the camera over. Oh, now it's too far. Okay, all right. I guess it's good enough, right? Should have had that stuff set up before I turned the camera on. I can come in over here. Some more of this white up here. These white clouds. Maybe we'll put this white in here. It's like white water. Kind of just rolling up on the beach. Probably what we're going to do is we're going to start another one of these. And then I'm going to come back into this and do some finishing touches. Add some birds to it. Some stuff like that. I'm going to come in first before I do that. I'm going to add in some of that yellow. Just some yellow right here. This real yellow. Permanent yellow. Yeah. I want it to, maybe it's some little sunlight on there. Little sunlight reflecting off the water. Maybe we need to add a few of this in here to get some sparklers in there, right? That's what Bob Ross would call it. Little sparklers on the surface there. A little bit of water, this yellow in here. I'm just going to just daub it in there. Daubing it in there. Maybe in another spot back here. Some sun. It's behind you, not in front of you. Sun's way overhead, coming in behind. A little bit like that. What do you think? I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know what that redness is, though. But, it's okay. That's okay, too. And I'm going to put this over here. Just going to put this in. I'm going to come back in, get some more of this color. I just want to take this and run it straight on here. Just a little bit like that. Yeah, what was your first job? If you had to answer that question out there, what was your first job? And if you're watching this on the playback, just put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Talking about what your first job was. And did you like it? Just going to put some more layers of color in here. It's that importance of layering in the colors. Maybe just a little bit of a line. Just a little line back here. Feel like it. I like how how it looks like real clouds back here. Real clouds in the distance. If you just look over there, back over here, maybe we just add some more colors in. More color in the sky, like just like it's just out there. Coming back in here, we'll just take some of this color, and it's kind of optically gray here now. It's nice though. Add that in. Maybe I'll feel better tomorrow if I get better sleep. More exercise. It's kind of hard sometimes. Snow. And all these other things that happen. The unexpected things. There we go. That skyline's looking really good, don't you think? So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to let this dry a bit. And we're going to come back to it in a few minutes. I think it looks really cool. So I'm just going to put it over there. Just let it dry. Maybe we'll come take this paper here. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. I didn't have much of a plan today. I was planless. Just kind of a planless day. Well, let's just start in. We got some stalks. Kind of a brownish color, but that's okay. Lots of things happen in the world these days. Let's take some of this this sap green right here. I'm gonna pull that stuff out. I'm gonna add it in over here. Fill up that color, sap green. Okay. I'm gonna just lay that color right in. There. Well, apologize for not being very talkative today. Maybe I shouldn't have come on at all. But you know what? You just never know in these times, uncertain times, what is going to come out. And if you just not do the stuff just because you're not feeling very good, you miss an opportunity to do something unexpected. You know what I mean? So we'll just kind of work here. Put some of this in here. Let's just put it straight on to there. There. You know. Make some things. Just some colors. All right. But we might want to do a background too. What if we just put that background in as far as like, what does it look like back there? We put in some, what maybe be some plants, but then you might want to have that's kind of a greeny tone. I don't think I want to make it greeny, but you know, that might not be so bad. If we have like a sky that's kind of greeny because the light is filtered through foliage and it just might have a greeny tone. So I'm going to add right in here some of this white. We're going to make a color, and we'll put it in here. Then I'm going to add some more of this yellow and add that in here with the light with just a slight greenish tone. I'm going to just kind of lay this in here. Kind of an experimental flower scene. The greeny yellow tone in the background. Mia, welcome. Welcome, Mia. I hope all is well with you today. Have you been doing any art for yourself, Mia? Uh-oh. I picked up some colors on here. All right. Something just happened. I picked up colors on here I did not want to put on here. So we're going to see if we can lift some of this stuff off. You moved to another part of Mexico? Oh. I'm going to lift that off. Okay, there we go. So you live to where your grandparents live in. All right, let's just see how that goes. We're just kind of texturing out the background here. Hopefully I don't pick something else up that came right off the tabletop. Maybe just building a background. Maybe we should have put the back. Well, hi. Hello, Ange. Welcome. Yeah. The little doggy has a heart murmur. Yeah, I don't know if Moon's still here, but Moon Scarab came on just as soon as I turned the camera on. Well, she's doing a lot better. She's doing a lot better. I think it was just some... Was it like sciatic nerve pain? Your sciatic nerve, if it kind of goes out, it can feel like a... Yeah, Pee-wee has a heart murmur. She went to on the groom. She went to the groomer on Wednesday. And then the groomer is at the vet, and so she got a little checkup and some shots and some things like that. And then they said that Pee-wee has a heart murmur. And then of course they also said that I need to feed the dog a more balanced diet. But gosh, I've never been able to get that dog to eat vegetables. And I'm certainly, with the bird flu out, I'm not going to go... Well, actually, the dog doesn't eat. She don't eat no commercial-made food. She doesn't eat commercial-made food at all. Yeah. So I think that Mom may have had a little bit of that going on. I'm not sure. I mean, they prescribe some drug that maybe elderly people shouldn't be on, and so I didn't give it to her, and anyways, we're just gonna put that color in there. All right, you're gonna do something with your channel now. All right, Mia, it was good to see you. I know I've been feeding Pee-wee what she wants since we got her, because she doesn't really like eating stuff. But maybe the vet was thinking that Pee-wee is gonna be, gonna live to be like 20, because Chihuahuas have a tendency to live a long time. All right, I'm gonna keep that texture in here like that, and that's kind of what I felt. But I tried the last couple days to give her some vegetables. Then tonight was like worse. I did give her stuff that she wanted, but I was having hot dogs, and not like I was having the hot dogs like the kind that that have no hormones and no nitrites and stuff like that. So how can you like eat hot dogs and not give the dog a hot dog? And I didn't have a hot dog to give her, All right, so we're gonna be trying to make flowers here. Maybe the flowers will just look kind of abstract flowers. Yeah, that one looks kind of like a bird. Yeah, let's give it some petals and just some abstractness. Yeah, I got to make some more cards to put into that store that sells my work, and so this will I'll put in. Hopefully, it'll work for that. Kind of maybe that. This one's kind of all blown out now, but maybe we can salvage that. Let's see what happens here. Is that color kind of... Hey, it looks like a cat, don't you think? On the side? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Monday too. Yeah. All right, let's see, where are we at now? Let's just put this color back in here. Yeah, and then I gotta go back on with Elizabeth sometime. I don't think I will be going back on this week. Let's go take another color, like a red. Maybe we'll use this red here. Yeah, well, I don't know if it was a bird. I think this is... I'm just trying to make flowers here. We're just trying to make flowers. We'll see if we let the gravity... You know, sometimes you can just let gravity work for you. And we're going to be... Yeah. These times that we're living in are just... I don't know. Time's going by fast, but yet it seems like it's been a year since the 20th of January. I'm going to put this in here. Try to let that gravity work in your favor. Things like wallpaper and wood grain, yeah? Yeah, well, it's all very abstract. VHS players, huh? Blockbuster. It's not destroying me. It's not that. Yeah. It is not. It's just... Yeah, VHS. And I watched this guy on the other day. I don't remember his channel name. But he was talking about VHS, and when you're watching VHS, you got to watch it on a... You got to watch him on a... I'm just completely destroying this thing. Adding all this color. You got to watch it on an old TV. Because on an older TV, you know, before the high definition and before all of that, because the VHS movies were not... they were not designed for... Yeah, you got that. You pulled that out randomly. Yeah. The VHS movies were not designed to be watched on our modern flat screen TVs with all that high def and everything. So this is kind of a weird ass flower, but it's all right. Maybe we also come over here and... Huh. Happy accidents, you got it. Happy accidents. Here we are. Make some stems. Trying to make that imperfections of nature. Stem cells. Well, maybe. Well, you know, there is a drug that they're working on building. A de-aging drug that that repairs your telomeres, and it's what it'll probably cost a couple $1 million a dose when it's like approved for human use. Be all kinds of folks. Micro, huh? Maybe. I don't know if I can do that because my motor skills aren't all that wonderful, Ange. And I have poor motor skills. But you mean paint micro as in I see, I know. I think I know what you're talking about. Just patterns. Yeah. Maybe we'll put this down in here. Different things, trying to make some different stuff. You can make this kind of dreamy, like. Do you ever watch that Midsummer Night's Dream? Well, that movie came out like 20 years ago, I think. Midsummer Night's Dream. And Nick Bottoms and, well, that's right, Kevin Kline. That was the actor's name, Kevin Kline. And he played Nick Bottoms, and Nick Bottoms ends up turning into an ass in it. And was that Midsummer Night's Dream? Or yeah, yes, it was. It was, because they go into the forest and there are all these fairies and magical creatures there, and they're just there for a day. The moon was like that in the summer. There was a time period in the summer where it was just so magical. Then you try to capture that stuff on film and it just never works. Yeah. Nerd out there, yeah. And let's get a nice bright color here. I probably shouldn't have put that there. There we go. I think I want to do a different color up there in the sky. Yeah, the Shakespeare one, but there was a movie, and it came out in the early aughts. I think it may have been like even the late 90s that it came out. I'm not sure. And I don't remember when it came out. Kevin Kline, and had a bunch of other people in it. Yeah, 1999. Yeah, exactly. But that just seems like it was just not very long ago, which is a sign that I'm actually getting older. 1999 wasn't that long ago. I'm going to put this in here. Little light, kind of. Michael, yeah, These are all old people now. Them are all old people now. 26 years ago. 26 years ago, I was in. How old was I 26 years ago? In my 20s? Well, yeah. No, I was like 30. It was like 30, 26 years ago. I'm a very old person now. A very, very old person. So we're going to be adding this color in there. Yeah. So she's 9 years older than me. Michelle Pfeiffer is 9 years older than me. Let's pull this out of the way. Water thing is. I'm going to come back to the other painting in a minute. Yeah, well, lots of things happen as you get older like me. I mean, my dad's father was already dead by now. Well, almost dead. My grandfather, he died in what, was 1974? No, 1972. He was like 57 when he passed away. Yeah, I just really discovered that I've been paranoid. I've been paranoid, just like my dad was through his entire 50s, about croaking early croaking. And I remember a birthday party that we went. I don't remember which birthday it was. It was probably when he turned 60, but it could have been. No, I think it was when he turned his 50th birthday, because I think I was still like a teenager. And my dad had a temper problem, and he had a real hot temper. He was, all the whole yelling and all that stuff. I got this graphite on the surface here, stuff, and I need to get that crap off my card. I guess this one's not going to be for resale. I'm picking up stuff right off the surface, and it's coming into my painting, and I just don't want it there. But maybe it'll work good because it's like things in the air flying around. Anyways, it was like I think it was his 50th birthday, and his sister had arranged a surprise party, and in Portland, and we were on the way to go into Portland, and he was complaining the whole time, and just complaining and bitterly complaining about having to go, and it was so terrible. He was so the trip in to his sister's was so terrible. We almost turned around and went back, but um, but we didn't. We kept going forward, and we finally arrived, and then he was greeted at the front door. With when it came in there were all these people from his childhood teachers, and folks like that. And now I don't know that he was really embarrassed that he had such a temper tantrum on the way in. I would have been embarrassed to have at, at at that age to have had such a temper tantrum and so forth. But anyways, I'm going to leave that in there kind of like that. We need to make some more consistencies here. Let's move this forward. I really should have cleaned the surface off much better before I brought it out here. And there we go, more yellow here. But I didn't really realize that at the time why he was so angry about that stuff. But the realization is that so many of the males that were influential in his life, they had all died between 55 and 57. His dad, who died at age 57, and his uncles and all that. And so all through his 50s, he was thinking he was going to be kicking the bucket anytime. And apparently, I have internalized all of that. And and I kind of have the same kinds of things, except I'm not having temper tantrums when about things, because I just don't have a hot temper like that. And much longer life expectancy. In some places we got that. Kind of like the effect of putting the foreground in first and then start building out the background. It has a much... It's very interesting to do it this way, because it's not how I would do it in painting acrylics. I wouldn't do this at all with acrylics, to paint the foreground and then the background. Because intuitively, it's counterintuitive to me, actually. I find this method completely counterintuitive. And having been, being self-taught as a painter, it's... But, I've done it a few times, and oftentimes I really like the effects you get by painting the background like last. I might add some more foreground flowers and things like that on top of this, but I want to bring that yellow sky all the way down at the base. And we'll just see what happens. But, you know, it's like listening to friends from high school who have health problems, and they are younger than I am. And so forth, yeah. And I had one classmate that already has passed on already. I had more than one that had passed on. Different things. Different causes. Natural causes and, you know, car accidents and hanging from ropes and things like that. You know, all kinds of things. Let's come up here. We'll let this... So this flower is running. We're letting gravity come and be a player in it. Bring in some of this greeny. Probably what I'm going to do is come back over it again. Maybe I'll come back over it again with like acrylics later at a later date. I don't know. But we need to go finish up that ocean scene here. And I'm getting up on the hour mark, and I didn't really want to go beyond too much longer than an hour tonight. I did have a topic in mind for tomorrow's after church chat, but so many things happened this week, and so I'm just not going to do this topic that I had planned. Okay. Now, coming over here, everything's kind of running together. And we get the colors in here all kind of loose. And loosen up the colors. Yeah, here too. We'll just loosen it up. Maybe we can get it to be kind of like a more dreamier like effect. This is not the greatest. This is a mixed media paper. And it doesn't really... It feels like it's hydrophobic. You know, like it's really afraid to add all that extra water in it. And so I'm at this point in time, I'm going to put it aside. And we're going to come back in and take this thing. And let's tape it down and see if it will even stick. I don't know if it will stick. I don't think it's going to stick, but we'll see. Maybe it'll stick for just long enough that I can finish the painting. Right? I don't want to put green into this. I want to build a... I think I want to put some birds. Yeah, okay, it's dried up here enough, so let's make some birds. And let's see if I can get something to be really I kind of like these S-shaped birds. You know, okay, it's a little gloopy, but blackbirds. Let's try another one here. Kind of coming in over here. Maybe we should try the whole technique of holding the brush by the end. And I'm kind of like those professional painters now. It's not coming on here. The S snaky ones. Here we go. It's like a dragon bird, don't you think? You like the dragon birds? The dragon birds of the sea. I don't know if I want to do that over here, but let's see if we can do just some birds in the sky. It's popped up over here. A few birds flying in. Five. Maybe a pair over here. Maybe a little boat. Let's try that. Like a big boat in the background. Kind of gray tones. Maybe it's got a big old smokestack here. Maybe the colors are just very loose. There. Like that. Big old boat in the back. Maybe make it a little longer here. There we go. How's that look? It's just clear out there in the ocean, long ways out. Maybe it's a aircraft carrier. Maybe it's a big container ship. Let's put some of this red in there. There we go. How's that look? A little bit of this red in these birds too. Maybe just take a little of this blue here. Some eyeballs here. My little dragon birds. So what'd you think? Does it need some more detail out here? Got a big old boat in the back. Some birds flying in. Yeah, maybe. I got these clouds here. Maybe a few more clouds. Some layers. I don't want the colors to go to waste or anything, so we're just gonna lay in some more of these colors in here. Keep the white space in, you know. Loose colors on the painting. Maybe a little few of these colors in over here. Yeah, well, it's a little bit loose there. Let me see. I don't know. There we go. A bluebird. Huh, I bet you never seen a bird like that at the ocean. Me neither. I haven't seen one either. You're right. Let's put a little of this in here. Let's use up this colors. Use up the colors. The mixed media paper actually is not a good choice for watercolors. We'll see how it is after it dries tomorrow. Now, if this stuff dries transparent in here, that is actually going to be a hell of a plus. And it's like kind of layers in there. Kind of a randomness to it. You know what? I'm just about ready to call this a day. And I'll be back on at 12:21 p.m. tomorrow for my after church chat. Let's see if I can put a little white spot here. Like maybe it's got a little eyeball here. Maybe a little eyeball here. A little eyeball right over here. Maybe that works. I don't know. Take this white. Look at that. There's a little white bird too. Maybe another one over here. Kind of a little bit of a thing flying in. I'm going to put some of this white kind of in here. Maybe we got some white water coming in. Right up here. Over there. Got the surf that's coming right up. And get birds right in the surf. There we go. It's almost done. Almost done. Just a little bit more color. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Got the ship in the background. Birds. Some odd birds. Strange birds. There we go. And there we go. Lay in some more of this color in here. Just the water just sort of lapping up against the shore. I can hear the water right now. It's actually on my roof. Rain coming down. A little bit like that over here. Kind of shining through. There we go. Well, this is almost an hour and 11 minutes long. I wanted to thank everybody for coming in and watching. Thank everybody. And this is 999 Show Art. If you like what you see, consider being a sub on my channel. I got almost 1,000 subs right now. Probably still at 977, just like it was when I began. And so let's just peel this tape off here. Well, maybe not yet. And take that off. Pulled some of the paper off. All right, and thank you, Roots and Waves, for being my moderator tonight. I know it's awfully late where you're at, but and I'll be being a reader on Roots and Waves channel on Monday. And here is this little card. And have a good night, everybody. 98 is old. Yeah, 98 is old. All right. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.